Yeah, so welcome once again to another session. Hope you all had a wonderful week. So before we start, as usual, I would like to get your reaction on the chat to show that you are ready for today's class. So you can just send in your favorite emoji on the chat. All right, plenty love. Okay, that's really nice. All right, so about your submission, we have started grading, and I must say, we are really impressed with the submission that you guys made. Some of you did amazingly well. I would say you guys should just keep it up. And if you have any question, always add on the chat. Make Google your friend, make YouTube your university. Any question that you have at all, any confusion, you can always like get the one that you don't get in class. You can always get them on. You can always get them by asking me or doing your own personal research. So last week, Friday, we started by introducing the ideate phase, where we talked about empathy mapping, when we talked about one user empathy mapping, aggregated user empathy mapping, user persona. Then we did some hands-on experience using FigJam. So today we'll continue. Still under the ideate stage, we'll continue to understand what information architecture is. So before we start properly, I just want one or two persons to tell me what they understand by information architecture. If you know, please quickly raise up your hand. All right, Rashidat.
So what I understand by information architecture is that is the way you structure the content that you want to present or you want the users to see, or let's say maybe stakeholders. The way you structure the content and the way you present it.
Okay, thank you so much, Rashidat. That was a wonderful one. Okay, let me see, you have something to add. Just one last person.
Okay, I want to say information architecture is the practice of organizing content in an effective way. So it is a way that like structuring and organizing of information in a digital space. And also there are also some principles that you need to follow to make it very effective.
Okay. I see that you read the resources that I sent. That's really nice.
Yes, I can't see it, yeah.
Okay. Please, that remind me. So if you know that you were able to like go through the resources that I sent on Wednesday, quickly raise up your hand on the chat. Sorry, raise up your hand. If you know that you're able to like, okay. Please, my meeting, change your name. My meeting is not your name. Please do that very fast. Please change your name so I'll be able to like call you by your name. Wow. Okay, I see that a lot of you were able to like go through the resources that was sent. Okay. That's really nice. You can bring down your hand now. So that means this class is going to be very interactive since all of us have gone through the resources that I sent. So under the information architecture, we're going to find out some of the activities, like 2 activities tonight, the user flow chart and the sitemap. So let's, at the end of today's class, be able to understand how to do your user flow chart and also your sitemap. So what is information architecture? From what Rashida said. So I may have a question. If it's for the resources, you can bring down your hand down. Information architecture is the art of organizing content within a website or app in a logical or friendly way. Information architecture helps you to make information, content available for users to like see and understand fast enough. So when you go to like a website and you want to like carry out a particular task, maybe a fintech application, and maybe you want to like transfer money, or you go to like an e-commerce site and you want to buy stuff, ability for you to check the carts and see all the contents where they are supposed to be, and it's easy for you to like find and navigate with. You can say, okay, this information architecture has been properly done on this site. So information architecture focuses on where will the user find the information. Is the information intuitive? Is a content easy to find or easy to understand? So this is a good example of information architecture. This is an information architecture of an e-commerce site. It's just bringing all your content, arranging them in a logical way so users will be able to like find and navigate with them. So for an e-commerce site, you'll be able to see your home page. Let me say like Amazon, Jumia, Shein, AliExpress, just name it. On your home page, you'll be able to like see clothing, maybe different categories. You'll be able to like search, be able to see accessories, maybe to like see your carts and see location. Under the clothing, maybe to like find clothes, you can see different clothes. You see, this is like a multiple page. You can see shirts, trousers, etc. Then under the search, you're able to like browse entire sites. What are you looking for? In case you don't want to navigate with the categories that have been listed out for you. Still under the same homepage, you're able to see accessories. You can find accessories. You can also browse or search them. You're able to see different accessories. Then you have your cart. Under your cart, you can be able to check out, maybe to make payments. Under a location, for somebody that have seen what they want to buy, the application should be able to like locate your, like put your location on the app. And you can also be able to find the location for somebody that wants like the product to be delivered to their doorstep, or maybe somebody that wants to do pick-up and all that. Moving forward, you'll be able to understand, in case this one is looking like a bit complex for now. So there are factors you need to consider when carrying out information architecture. You have your users, you have your content, you have your context. So the user, the person looking for information. So you're not going to a fintech app or going to like a library app where you want to like get books. You are the user. Then the content is the information itself, like how are the information placed? Where are the information placed? Is the information structured properly? Can users be able to like find this information, which is the content? Then you have context. How is the user able to like consume this information? And where is this information placed? Where is this information placed? How are the users able to like understand this information and work with this information? So you have users. These are your target audience who consume and value your content. Then you have context. Show how your audience, your target audience, consume and engage with the content. That is the information that you are sharing on your website or application. So it also has to do with where and how users seek out content. Hence, your content have to be strategically placed. You don't just like place stuff around. Like, how do you want your users to navigate through? So, imagine on an e-commerce site or an e-commerce app, for example, I should be able to like see all the products listed. I should be able to like see different categories of what this e-commerce is selling or what this e-commerce deals on. I should be able to like search, because e-commerce sites can be overwhelming. They have a whole lot of categories to pick from. If you have what you're looking for in mind, you can just search for what you're looking for. I should be able to like add these products to my cart. I should be able to like check out. I should be able to like get this product delivered to me seamlessly. They have content. This has to do with the type of information that you want to make accessible to your audience. Paying keen attention to its relevance to your audience. So if I'm going to a fintech app, I should see everything related to bank transfer, wallet, payments, bills, electricity, and all that. I should not be seeing books or anything that's not related to the application or the website that I'm navigating on. Okay. Then, okay, before I continue, does anyone have any question about what information architecture is? If you have a question, just quickly ask before we move forward. Any question? Okay, so no question, we're on the same page then. So we have principles of information architecture. So in UI UX design, you don't just do things anyhow. They're just principles guiding every activity that you do. You know, from your user research to your from your empathy mapping, so your empathy stage to your define stage, your idea stage, you should like principles. That is why it's always advisable as a UI UX designer. You'll be able to like source for resources, read articles, and be updated with trends. So we are going to have 8 principles of information architecture. We have the principle of objects. So this principle states that content should be treated as a living, breathing thing. It has life cycle, behavior, and attributes. So what this means is that for every content that goes into your application or your product, it should be treated as a living thing. Living thing means that it should like have like attributes. So for your content, you should have like a title, a description, maybe price, and maybe etc. Then for a life cycle, okay, maybe this product was published, maybe for an e-commerce site, they are running a promo. This promo will end in so time. If you have like the day of creation, so this promo started in so day, this promo is going to end in so time, etc. You know that for everything that you place on your website or your product, should be treated like a living thing. It should like have attributes. So if you're writing a book or maybe you're designing a library app, this library, your content should have for every article that you're publishing on your library app or your website, you should have article, you should have title, description, maybe day of publication, time of publication, author, etc. You don't just like place content and leave them around. Then you have principle of choice. So less is more. Keep the number of choices to minimum. You know, when you go to like I don't know, I'm using library a lot. Okay, when you go to a library website and you are looking for maybe like a book, and you just like all the books, no filter, no sort by, it can be very overwhelming. That is why if you are designing, you should be able to like incorporate filters, search, so that users can be able to like navigate through, because seeing a whole lot of information can be overwhelming. Let me say you are hungry and maybe you want to like get ice cream, then you go to the restaurant and reaching there, you see different varieties of like vanilla ice cream. It can just be overwhelming. So that's why it's always advisable to give your users relevant content. You don't just have to overwhelm them with a whole lot of things. Even if you want to like overwhelm them, you should actually like sort by category or sort by day of publication, maybe sort by author. Maybe you're looking for song, sort by artist, sort by day of publication, sort by, depending on what you are working on. Then you have principle of disclosure. So you show preview of information that will help users to understand what kind of information is hidden if they dig deeper. So this principle shows that, for instance, you can just, on your website, you can just place a card, but on hover, someone should be able to like see more of that information, especially when you're like applying for like a job, or you are trying to like fill a form or a survey. It's always advisable to like give the users a progress bar to show them that after this page, you click next to see the other page, so that users keep users are motivated. Users want to like see the end. You don't just like play stuff and just feel till you get tired. You maybe to like tell them now after this one you can do this one, then you can now submit. That's why most survey question or most assessment forms have like a progress bar. When you're on the first page, maybe you require your biography, like be able to like when you're done filling that page, be able to see next, showing that after this next, you'll be able to see another page. Sometimes if you don't really follow this principle and you just send that form, somebody might be filling and they don't even know. Maybe somebody have like 1%, maybe 5% on their laptop, and they don't even know when this form is going to end. So this principle of disclosure is actually telling you to like give users like a prompt, a preview of information that so that to help them to be on the task and able to like complete the task. That's why if you go to website, you're able to like let me say a blog page, you're able to like see like a picture, maybe author, small talk, then you have like view more to continue. Then you have principle of exemplar. So this principle shows example of content when describing the content of a category. So looking at your screen, your Zoom screen, where as you're on this call, you'll be able to see that each of the icons have like a text under a content under it, telling you that, okay, this is a call to use to make call. This is to mute. This is, so that's like if you are designing, especially like for an e-commerce site or any other platform, you're able to like give a description to every object that is going in, every element that is going into your product. And a good example is your navigation bar. Most navigation bar have a home. You see the home icon. Most people, for people that are not really used to technology, they might see the home and they don't really understand what that home is. That is always advisable to like put the home icon and also put a content beneath it. Then you have principle of front door. This principle states that assume that at least 50% of your users will use a different entry point than your home page, which is actually true. Most people join this Zoom call by just maybe asking their friend, the friends that you have made on Discord, to send the meeting link to you, or by just saving it on your notes and you're able to like navigate. So as you're designing an application, always give different entry points so that your users can like navigate through. Bearing in mind that somebody can actually send a link to, maybe if I want to download WhatsApp and it's not really downloading from my Play Store, I can actually ask a friend to like share me a link. I'm able to like navigate from there. Maybe I'm just going through like an article on Medium or anywhere entirely, then I'm able to see join WhatsApp. I'm able to click that link and join the WhatsApp community. And then you have principle of multiple classification. Offer users several different classification schemes to browse the site content. So most times the kind of content you put out there is not really how people identify objects. For instance, I can actually be looking for a trouser online and I go to like a platform, I'm typing trouser. Another person can just come to that platform and they're searching for pants. Because we in Nigeria, we call pants trouser, and other people call it pants. Be able to like give different contents, like different classification. So under your, let me say, wears, I should be able to see pants, trouser, shirts, blouse, just list it. So that users can be able to like see what they are looking for, especially for those people with different idea of what they're looking for. Then you have principle of focus navigation. So this keep your navigation simple, never miss different things. So on your navigation, your home should be your home. Your home means that it contains everything that has to do with the application or the website. Your about us should just contain about your company. So if you click on a transaction, it should contain everything that has to do with transaction. You should not, if you click on, let me say, transaction, and you are seeing maybe, I don't know what I was saying. Okay, let me say you go to Jumia, for instance, and you are looking for clothes, and you click on the clothes category and you are seeing appliances. It can actually be frustrating. That's why you need to, like, everything that you are naming on your site, the content should be simple and don't mix things up. Your home should be your home. Your about us should be your about us. Services should be services. Someone should not click on services and they are seeing frequently asked questions. They have principle of growth. So assume that the content on the website will make sure the website is scalable. So as you're designing, there's always like give room for growth. So the kind of content you put on your site in 5 years' time should be able to accommodate other content. You should not like restrict your website or your application should be flexible to accommodate other content. So that's all the 8 principles. So if you have any question about the principles of information architecture, you can quickly raise up your hand and ask before we move forward. Any questions so far? Okay, Tobo, you can ask the question.
Yes, good evening. Please, this scalability of a thing is what I don't really understand. The act of scalability, is it for the designer to consider or for the developer, the coders?
Okay. So for scalability, you're the designer, you're the one that is doing the information architecture. You should be able to like write content that are flexible. So it's for you to consider. So if you are, your category is under appliances, in the next feature, maybe I want to add other appliances, your site should be able to like accommodate this new category that you want to add to your website or your app. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that is exactly what I'm a little bit confused about. Now, if I design a site and the developer, okay, goes ahead and implement it and it starts working, if I was to scale, when it comes to scaling it, is it not just about removing one content and replacing it? Or does he have to go through a different engineering? Or I don't know how to put it actually. Go through, yeah. I hope you understand what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah, I get your question. So before you add any content on already existing website or app, it's always advisable to do proper research to check if your users are interested in this kind of content that you want to add. So from the developer point of view, they can always add this content for you. But it's always advisable to make proper research and add this content the developer can now incorporate into the functional aspect of the product. Is that clear?
All right. Now I get it. Okay, thank you.
Any other question? Okay. Today's class is a bit dull. Hope it's not the task that's making us like this. So if you have any question, quickly ask now, so that we can address it before we move forward. Dami, please confirm that you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay, let's go ahead. So we have the role of information architecture. So information architecture, also known as AI, forms a skeleton of any design project. Yeah, so it helps you to understand the blueprints of the product that you're designing. It also helps to help in content strategy and user interface design, and also interaction design. Content strategy, where is this content placed? how is this content visually appealing for users to like see and identify? And are users able to like navigate through this content and find what they're looking for? It also helps to like streamline design process. So once you have all the content that you need, the designing will not be hard for you. You'll be able to like know where to place stuff and all that. Okay, then you also have information architecture. AI helps to organize content and make navigation easy. So you can also read more about the role of information architecture from the resources I sent on the chat. Ekom, you have a question. Ekom.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, please. I don't understand I don't really understand what the user's mental model is. I think you skimmed through it.
Okay. So user mental model, right, is how your users are able to like perceive information. The way that you see information and identify it is different from the way I'm going to see it. That is why it's always advisable to check how your users are thinking. That's why it's advisable to do proper research. Because I gave an example, somebody might go to your e-commerce site and they're looking for trouser. And on your site, you put trouser as pants. And somebody can be like frustrated looking for trouser, like, these people don't have trouser here. They're able to like understand your users and how they perceive information. Exactly.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
So you have key process of information for information architecture. Things that you must consider when doing your information architecture. You have to define your company goal. And we all know that the goal of every company is to make profits, make more money, also help people to make better decisions. Then you have analyze competitors. So I'm going to give a task at the end of today's class, but not a promotional task though. So you're going to read about competitive analysis. Then we'll talk about it in our next class. But now we'll just brush over it. So you have to analyze your competitors. So if you're designing an edutech application, maybe to like check what are other platforms, who are my direct competitors, who are my indirect competitors, what are the other platforms out there, how do they arrange their content, what kind of content do they have, what can you do better? That's why you have to do what we call SWOT analysis. So you have to identify their strengths, weakness, opportunity, and threat. So we're able to carry out this SWOT analysis to analyze your competitors, be able to like make your product stand out. You see that there are other things that other platforms are not really doing well. Be able to like do it well so that you attract more users to your product, and so that the company can also make profit. The users are enjoying your product and the company is making profit. For instance, all of us are using like let me say Instagram, because Instagram now it's actually solving our problem. We're able to like use it to entertain ourselves. As we're entertaining ourselves, the companies are actually making profits, which is one of the important goal of the company, is to make profit and also reduce costs. Then you also have define content. So information architecture, like for you to carry out a proper information architecture, you must have to like understand and write everything, like every content that you want to have on your product. So you can, at this stage now, you cannot carry out what we call card sorting. After you are done writing let me say you're designing an agro-tech application or website. So you have written down every content that you'll be needing on your application. Based on your research, you're gathering what users need. Users want to be able to buy stuff. You know that, okay, users want to buy agri products on the app. Users want to be able to like check out. Users want these products to be delivered to them. For somebody that actually worked on research based on agro-tech, sorry. So you'll be able to like write all the content that you need that they'll be needing. Then you now give it to your users, your target users, to come help you sort this card. If time permits, we'll go to what we call card sorting. To be able to like write all the content you'll be needing on your application. Then you give users to like help you categorize, sort this card based on how they want to like use it. So if you're giving them if you're giving them like features, where users would like to see these features? Would they like to see it on the home page? Would they like to see it on the settings? Would they like to see it on the profile? So that is what information architecture will help you to do. Be able to like define your content, the kind of content that you're putting on your site or your application. Then we also have to carry out proper information architecture, you'll be able to like group and label your content. So for each content that you have written down based on the products that you're designing for, you'll be able to like label them and group them. So on the category, these are the contents that I would like to be displayed on the category. On the about us, you should be able to see the company's mission and vision, what our clients are seeing. For the services, we should like showcase what the project that we have worked on and people's testimony on this project. To carry out a proper information architecture, we're going to be using FigJam. If time permits, we're going to also use Lucid charts, pen and paper for somebody that don't want to use software to carry out their information architecture. We're also going to use readtimeboard.com. So this is sitemap. So sitemap helps to like arrange your content in important manner. So this is a library sitemap. On the home, we're able to like search. We're able to see using the library, search support, course support, libraries, about, news, events, SBIT, search, and all that. I know this can actually be overwhelming, but to do a proper sitemap, we have what we call legends. Sorry, we have what we call legends or keys. So this help you to like identify, help your stakeholders, help your team member, help your users to like identify the kind of content that you're putting. It's more like when you're joining a map. And when you're joining a map, you always attach a key showing that, okay, this is how, for this area represented with blue, this is showcasing this, and this is showcasing that. So at the end of today's class, we'll draw a sitemap, we pick a platform and try to like draw a sitemap. But based on your research, you should be able to, at the end of today's class, you'll be able to like start writing content that you want to have on your application. And also, you can sort them based on different categories, like, okay, I want so content to be on the home page. I want so content to be on the services and all that. Does anyone have any question before we continue? Any question? Okay, Ugochukwu. Okay. Ugochukwu, can unmute and ask a question now.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
So my question is this. So information architecture can come before the designing starts.
Yes.
Is it like?
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Arrange your content. What are you designing? You must be able to like understand the kind of content that is going into your application. Map it out, like a blueprint of your house. You understand? Map it out and know, okay, what are the things, what are the features I want my application to have and all that. Is that clear? Please confirm that you can hear me. Is that clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you can mute your mic now. Echo, you have a question?
Yes, please. I have a question.
All right, go ahead.
This sitemap seems to be a bit overwhelming, but I'm trying to find out it looks a bit like information architecture. What's the difference? Is it a kind of information architecture? What does it do? It looks a little bit complicated.
Okay, so look at information architecture as the art of structuring content. So you can actually structure your content by using a sitemap, right? You can also structure your content by using a user flow chart. There are different ways you can actually structure your content. Those are like these are activities that are going to be done under information architecture. It's either you use a sitemap, which is like a blueprint to present it, or use a flow chart, which like shows a journey from where a user starts a task to where a user completes that particular task. Exactly.
Okay, I think I will gain more understanding as we continue.
Okay, let me go over it again. So you have information architecture. It's more like it's just a process of arranging and organizing your content, right? There are different ways that you can arrange and organize your content in a logical way. One of them is sitemap. You understand? Another way is user flow charts. There are a lot of ways that when you advance, you see a lot of ways that you can actually like organize and structure your content so your users can and your stakeholders be able to like understand it. Exactly.
Yes, it is.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it is. Anything that is not clear, I'll follow it up.
All right. Oladi.
Hi, good evening. Yes, I do. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, you were saying something about how users perceive different things. For instance, the pants and trousers. So in situation after making your research and you know that okay, users use it interchangeably, is it okay to incorporate both? So for instance, when you go to Jumia, if you put in pants, you search for pants, you should bring out the same information when you put in trousers too.
Okay,
Do
I
you
think
understand
that should be like back end kind of. But another way you can do it is you can actually like pants / trouser. You understand?
Oh,
So that
okay.
if they
Yeah.
don't find by pants, they can find by trouser, depending on what they want to fit out with.
Okay. I'll watch out for it when I go to all these e-commerce websites.
Yeah.
If there's something like that.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Rashidat.
Hello, ma. What I want to ask is that, the examples of problems to solve that you have been giving is about app, and what about if our research is not based on an app or an app product that is just common problem that is currently happening in a particular place that our research is about.
Okay. So
Can
the
we
research, sorry, let me come in. The research that is about your surrounding, is there a way that you can make it application based so that users can be able to like get a prompt from the app? I don't really get the question. Maybe you should just go over it again.
so like every problem that we are to like research on to solve, to like create analysis on, must it be like um based on a app,
Or
to
website.
create app for it? Yeah, or
Or website.
website.
Yes, yes. The UI
Oh,
UX class.
okay.
So I actually saw a research. Somebody was actually talking about flood. I think the person is actually like maybe his environment or his surrounding, they experience flood a lot. So the person actually like developing an app where people can actually get like a notification before the flood happens, more like a forecast, weather forecast application to be able to like tell you, okay, next week there's going to be a heavy flood around this area. So people around that area can easily vacate from that location. I think somebody did the research about that. So your recent problem, like problem that's happening around your surrounding or your location, you can actually like link it to like find a solution where you can actually solve with application, because the word is this is like technology-based award now, where everybody had to like use application one or two. People don't really read newspaper these days. You can actually like check your news online. So you can actually find a problem, a physical problem, and actually like find a solution by developing an app to address that problem. Exactly. Actually, I can't hear you.
Yes, ma, it's clear. Thank you.
Right.
I'll work on that.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so moving forward, we will look at user flow. So from the let me go back. From the resources I shared, I shared a resource. I shared an article on user flow. Says if you know you read it and you understand it and you know what user flow is, please raise up your hand, okay? I'll share that. You can unmute your mic, Gloria. Gloria, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening.
So user flow is a diagram that displays from start to finish the process the process a user takes when using an app, like from the moment the person enters the home page, the moment the person is able, like if it's an e-commerce app, the moment the person open the home page, the time the person is able to purchase a product, finish pay and log out. So the e-commerce the user flow chart covers from the start to the finish the pathway a user takes in using an app.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. So Rashida, do you have something to add?
Yes. So like she said, so I want to add that it's like sending a prototype to users to understand how easy the app is, the product is usable to them.
No. Actually, I'm talking about usability testing.
Like the way the users use the product from when they want to sign up, then the way the it's like presenting the all the pages of the product to the user, from the way they will go from the first to the second page to the second slide to the third one and to the last one.
Okay. Thank you so much. But it's not actually a prototype though. It's just like a flow represented with shapes, right?
Yes.
Okay. So okay, you all are very correct. So the user flow is a path taken by a typical user on an app or a website so that they can complete a task from start to finish. User flow helps your design to be intuitive. Also help to like analyze existing interface, because as you are doing your information architecture, you're also analyzing other applications and see how they place their content, especially people that are in the same field with you. So if you're designing an edutech application, your direct competitors are going to be like Coursera, Udemy, be able to like see how they place this content and work with it. Then you also have to like present your product idea to your stakeholders. After you are done with your user story, user persona. Now you cannot give your stakeholders a flow of how users are going to navigate. So once the user logs in, the user should do this. When they come to the home page, the user should carry out 3 tasks. Either the person wants to fund their account, withdraw money, read articles, depending on what your product is all about. So to draw a user flow, there are different ways you can actually draw your user flow. You can actually draw on a piece on paper with pen and paper. You can draw with lucidchart.com. You can draw with FigJam. You can just sketch any. It's just there's not really like a special way to draw. You're able to like communicate your ideas to your stakeholders, and you're able to like know what the solution that you're bringing forth. There's not really a right or wrong way to draw it, but to make your work to be intuitive and easy to understand, you can actually there are shapes that you can actually use to do your legend or your key. So we have the circle. So this circle is used to represent action. So the action the user takes through a product, you represent it with a circle, which represents the action, sorry. From opening the app, because require like your strength, from opening the app, from downloading the app from Play Store. So this flow, you can actually represent it with a cycle. Then you have a rectangle. So this rectangle is used to represent screens. So that is for someone that is not a designer, to be able to like understand. So you have to give them like a legend. The action taken by users are represented, all the action that will be taken by users are represented with a cycle. When the user lands on the screen, the user should be able to see, should be represented with a rectangle. For the user to make a decision, because you have a decision to make whether you want to log in or sign up, should be represented with a diamond. Then for arrow used to show direction. So once the user logs in, he should land on his home page and all that. Then for the dotted line, it's used to show backward direction. So if you cancel, when we are trying to like check out and discover that I don't really need this product, I don't really need this item, be able to cancel. So this dotted line should be able to take you back to your home page. You understand? So let's look at an example. So you have a good example of a user flow. So Dami opens the app. Once Dami opens the app on her phone, then where she will land is her home page. So this is a dog walker app. So where she will land is her home page. On the home page now, she has to perform another action. That is, she has to like browse a dog walker. Another way, she can actually see list of dog walkers, or she can browse it based on our information architecture principle, principle of multiple classification. So is that she sees all the list of dog walkers, or she can just browse, which is an action that she had to take. So once she browse maybe dog walkers, she'll be able to see all the dog walkers listed out. Then another action that she will have to take is to select a dog walker, because seeing like 20 dog walkers, for you to like select, you have to like click on the maybe the table or the dog walker profile or the dog walker's name, depending on how the interface is structured. Then after that, once they are done selecting a dog walker, to be able to see the dog walker profile. So this dog walker is in Abuja, maybe age, maybe location, depending on what the kind of content you want to place. So once she clicks on the dog walker profile, she have a decision to make. She wants to book the dog walker, or she don't want to book the dog walker. So you have the Y and no. So the Y represents yes. So once she clicks on book, which is a Y, she'll be able to see appointment confirmation, maybe like a pop-up that you have successfully booked Dami as your dog walker or Chiamaka as your dog walker. Then if maybe she don't want to do the dog walker, maybe she's just having a second thought, or maybe she's not ready, she can just like click on the no, it will actually take her back to the dog walker profile or back to the home page. Please, before I continue, is this a flow? Does anyone have any question about a user flow before we continue? Okay, Ekon. You can unmute your mic and ask, Ekon.
Okay. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I was saying that the diamond shape and the circular shape, they're
Okay.
both, I feel like they're both like call to action. They're both action. I don't know if you understand. Like if she has to select a dog walker and then book a dog, those are both action. How do you now differentiate them? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I actually understand what you're saying. You're not wrong. To select a dog walker is a decision, but not necessarily like a decision that requires a feedback. You understand? So selecting a dog walker, you just select and you continue. Booking confirmation, you're going to get your booking you're going to get like a feedback. Your booking confirmation is successful, booking confirmation declined. You understand? So you can actually represent this as a decision, but it's going to be overwhelming. So you actually just leave it as an action for you to just select. You see a list and you select. Is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear. I guess. Thank you.
All right. Tosin, you have a question? Tosin, unmute your mic and ask a question.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Please, what does the diamond shape represent? If the other one represent action, which is the circle, and the rectangle represent the display. So I didn't get that, please.
Okay, so the diamond shape represents decision. So at this point, you have to like make a decision. For instance, when you download, let me download WhatsApp. Okay, let me just use download an app. If you are registered before, yeah, and you remember that you have registered, you have a decision to whether log in or sign up. So if you have registered before, you just log in, input your details. But if you're a new user, you have a decision to like, okay, sign up and input your details. Exactly.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. So moving forward, depending on the kind of ledger that you have, depending on the kind of key that you have, you must not really follow this circle, screen, and all that. If you're able to like communicate your idea properly, you can actually like, okay, this circle, I'm going to use it to represent all the action my users are going to take. This rectangle is going to use to represent screens. It can actually be a primary screen or a secondary screen. Don't worry, we'll get to that. Then your diamond shape can actually use to represent a decision. So for successful activity, you can actually represent it with another shape to show that for every task that is successful, I want to represent it with this shape. So that your users will be able to like understand. Vincent, sorry. Tosin, is that clear?
Yes, ma'am. Clear, please. Thank you.
So Vincent, you have a question.
Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Please, I just want to ask these icons flow. Are they like, users flow? Are they like icons, or are they icons or different thing entirely?
What do you mean by icons?
Like icons, like buttons. That's what I mean.
No. You know, yeah, from what I said earlier, information architecture is more like a blueprint. How are users going to navigate? For user flow chart is how your users are able to like carry out a particular task from start to finish. So you're going to be representing them with shapes. You understand? Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I think that'll be all. Okay, Faith. I think that'll be the last question. Before we continue. Faith, you can unmute and ask your question.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening. So I would like to know how I don't really get that sitemap and the flow chart. So I don't know what is that particular difference? Like why are they both different or are they the same? And I understand that for flowchart, it starts with the login buttons and all, but then I noticed that the sitemap has just the home and then has this list of things listed under needs each features. So I just want to understand what the difference is between the sitemap and the flowchart.
All right. Okay, so Faith, look at it like this. So sitemap contains all the information that you want to, like all the content that you want to put on your product. But now this information are categorized or grouped under different navigation, for instance. So if you're designing a fintech application, right? Then you have your home. So what are those information that you want to be displayed on your home? So on your transaction, what information do you want to have on your transaction? You like just like listing information based on category, based on group. Then for flowchart, it's more like a journey the user take from a start of a task. Maybe you want to transfer money to my sister. I had to log in. I had to go to my home. I should be able to see my balance. I should be able to like transfer to somebody, fill in the details, send and all that. So flowchart is more like a journey. Then sitemap is just a class, just like a blueprint showcasing all the contents that you want to have on your product, but now they are categorized based on different navigation. That is why I say you need to read more about card sorting. So card sorting will give you the idea on how to place each content. Is that clear?
Yes, it is. Thank you very much.
So this is another example. Let's go through this one. As I said, Faith, do you still have a question?
No.
Okay. So this one here, this particular user represented it differently. So you have a screen that shows login or sign up. So in this screen, you have to make a decision. So you already signed up. Yes, you enter your email address and enter password. You have not, if already signed up, no, you set up free account and enter your name. So at the end of, when you're done with the authentication, the next thing you should go to is create a document. So I think this is a document application. So create a document, you have two navigation there. You have your settings and you have resources. So under the settings, you're able to see user setting and preference. Under the user settings, the person should be able to see display language, change password. Under the preference, the person should be able to say page settings, which can actually be notification and all that, default settings. For somebody that is seeking for resources, they should be able to see template. They also be able to see help center. Let's see the last one. And blog. So for the help center, you actually see video gallery, popular cases, integration, and account setting. So this is how, so for every user flow, for every product that you are doing, there are different tasks that your user should do on a particular platform. So for someone that is doing an e-commerce site, users should be able to browse, users should be able to see a list of items, users should be able to check out. So bearing in mind that if we have 5 people now going to WhatsApp, for example, I personally can just be going there and to read people's status. Another person just going there to reply messages, another person just going there to reply to community. So for every task, there should be a flow chart. So if you're designing an application, you should break this application into different flow charts. For user that is going to make a transaction, this is the journey. this is how you will navigate from start to finish. For user that want to just check his account balance, this is how he or she will navigate from start to finish. For user that just wants to like buy electricity or buy data. So that is that about user flow. So now we'll be going to do hands-on experience. We're going back to our FigJam as usual. We're going to do sitemap and user flow. So before we move to FigJam, does anyone have any question? Any question? No question. Sammy, please confirm that you can hear me.
We can hear you.
All right. Vincent, you have a question? Okay. Sorry, Henry.
Okay, good evening. Can you hear me? Good evening. Can you hear me?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, so you in your teaching today you mentioned about legend. So I don't really get what you mean by that. You said it like twice. So that's just my question.
So the legend is more like key. Do you know what a map is? So for every element that goes into your map, there's usually a key to describe such elements. So if you're doing a sitemap and you're using your cycle to represent your action, you should be able to like put it by the side and say, okay, all actions should be represented with a cycle. Then for your rectangle, you understand? Hey, is that clear? All right. Rashidat.
Hello, ma. I want can you recap go again on the example that you just the example of the slide you just shared last.
Okay.
Yes, before this and yes.
This one?
Yes, this one of the user flow.
Okay. So what do you want to do with it? You want to look at it again, or should I go over it again?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I don't really get the.
Personally, I don't really get this flow, but it's just like a picture to demonstrate what a user flow chart is. But if you understand the first one, do you understand the first one? Do you understand the first flow about a dog walker?
The first example, yes, I understand it.
Okay, so let's try to look at this one together. So just point my attention if I'm not getting it right. So for the login, so let's assume the user have already started, which is like the cycle, the starting, the user have already opened the application or the website. I don't know. Okay, I think this should be an application. I'm not sure. So you have a screen represented with a rectangle. So the screen shows login or sign up, right? So in this screen now, you have a decision to make, Rashidat. It's either you have logged in before, so already signed up. So already signed up, that's, yeah, if you have registered before, if yes, you can now enter your email and password. But if you have not registered before, which is if you have not signed up before, you click on sign up. So sign up will now require you to like set up your account by inputting your details and all that. Once you're done with that, you can now land on your home page. So the home page should now contain create a document. So for this is somebody that wants to actually create a document. So once you click on create a document, which is a home, you have like two pages there. Two screens there. You have your settings and resources. So once you click on settings, you'll be able to see everything that contains settings. For example, I want to set her account or his account. So under the settings, we have user settings and preference. Under the user settings, you have display language. That's if you want to change your language. You have change password. Maybe you're not really comfortable with your password that you're using. Then under the preference, yeah, you can actually do two things too. You can either change page settings or default settings. Then for somebody that is seeking for resources, this is somebody that wants to set his profile or set his account. For someone that is looking for resources, you're presented with templates, help center, and blog. So for template, the user did not really continue. I think the person was actually focusing on somebody that is seeking for resources under the help center. So then the help center are presented with different things that you can do, which can be video gallery, popular cases, integration, and account settings. Yeah. So then, like I said earlier, it just depends on how you want to communicate your idea to your stakeholders. Like the first one we showed, this person actually utilize the action to the screen to, which is a rectangle, and the decision to. But this other person did it a different way. But so far I'm able to like understand, I feel like this person have done a proper user flow. Is that clear? Rashida, is that clear? Okay, she's not here again. Vincent, you have a question?
It's clear, ma. I'm trying to unmute myself. It's clear.
All right.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Please, ma, can I stop?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello, ma.
Yes, go ahead if you can hear me. Vincent, can you hear me?
Okay, ma. Please. All right. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me, ma?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
You know what? Just
Okay,
drop
ma.
the message on the
Please,
chat.
on this user flow.
Yeah.
Hello. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Just speak.
Okay. Please, on this user flow, I can really understand that whatever action you are taking from the start to the finish, you should still maintain the principles of design, which is the contrast and balance, unity, and all that. But I can see the hierarchy and the principles from the start to the finish. But I just want to understand. I want a little clarification on this very screen now. Now, why is it from this screen now, the first is somehow deep, then going to the end is somehow fainting?
Vincent, thank you so much for that. So this is more like a blueprint. You understand? You know what a blueprint is? So there's not really hierarchy or anything here. You're just trying to communicate your ideas to your stakeholders, right? It's more like you're drawing a map. So if you want to go to your junction currently now, you want to draw a map to your sibling, because the way you are going to draw that map is different from the way I'm going to draw it. But so far you're able to communicate the direction to your sister or your brother. That's all that matters. So at this point in time, I'm not looking at hierarchy and all that. We're just looking at giving a user a flow, a journey to navigate with.
Okay, thank you. Understand. Thank you.
Okay. So Gift.
Okay. Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for the class. It's really important. My question is, how do you know when to use user flow and sitemap?
Okay, Gift. There's nothing like all of them, two of them are very important. You understand? So looking at, let's go back to our sitemap. Looking at this sitemap, Gift, I must tell you, this is overwhelming, right? But in order for you to for users that want to research support, this is the flow that they will follow. You try to break each of the flows. Give each of the content a flow. Bearing in mind that different users are navigating to your application to do different stuff. Some users just want to just have fun, just move around. Some users want to perform a particular task. You should also like give them flow. So sitemap now is just like for you to like arrange your content, all the content that you want to use on your application, arrange them and put them under like a heading or navigation, right? Then user flow will not help your users to navigate through. So the users will not have to like encounter roadblock or blocker on the way. Is that clear? So you have to do your sitemap and do your user flow. They are doing both of them. If time permit, maybe in our next class, also do card sorting. Is that clear? If
Yes, ma. Thank you so much.
okay. So Ekom, I have a question.
Yes, please. I was studying the user flow, the first and the second one, and I just want to be sure that I'm on the right track. The second user flow, not this one, the one after this one, the second user flow made use of 3 shapes. Yes, the rounded rectangle, the diamond, and this other rectangle. Now, the rounded rectangle shows the start of an action, but it has not shown the end of the action, like the way to log out after performing any of these other either resources or settings. It has not shown the flow has not shown the way out, maybe logging out, or I don't know if you
Going
understand.
back here or going back to your home page. So
Yes, maybe how to go back to the home page or logging out or something,
Ekom,
right?
Ekom, this is just like a picture. So when we go to Figma, we're able to like pick a particular application and do the sitemap. Yeah. So I just wanted to show you like a demo of what a sitemap is. This flow, the user did not log out, and this flow is just like targeting one task. You understand? So this task is just for a user that wants to create an account. But I know that there is more to this than this. You understand? So for users that they just want to come read blog, there's not a flow for them. For users that want to use template, there's not a flow for them. So this flow just actually focusing on just user center, like user help center, sorry. Exactly. When we start in our hands-on experience, we'll be able to like start and finish. But you understand what a user flow is, right?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Bello. Bello, you have a question? Please speak up. We can't hear you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. Please, the thing is, I still don't get the site map like that. So I want you to please elaborate more on how it's actually different and different from the result.
Bello, please speak up. Dami, please, you can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I want you to elaborate more on how the site map is different from the user flow.
Okay. I'm going to go back to the sitemap again. So looking at this sitemap very well, or should we just use, I don't know. Okay, let's just work with this. Then after we'll navigate to, we'll use a website and navigate through for people that don't really understand. So this, under the search and find, so sitemap is just more like the compilation, like the whole content that you want to have on your website or app. So under each of the navigation, so we are trying to say that this is a secondary action, right? And okay, let's say this is about us. You guys know what about us is now. So under the about us, these are the information that you want to have on the about us. So you have our staff, job, and so for looking at this now, the user is not moving, the user is not doing a particular task. So you have, that's why you have to, for somebody that wants to go to about us, how will the user reach here? Where is the starting point and where is the end point? You understand? For users that want to source for course support, where will the user start from? Where will the user end? Is that clear?
Okay. So I guess it will just be for like maybe
I can't hear you.
So I guess this for maybe someone that wants to just design an e-commerce site like that.
Okay.
Hello?
Let's check an e-commerce site. Let's say Jumia. That Jumia. Okay. Are you with me? Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
You can see the Jumia.
Yes.
Okay. So under the Jumia, I don't know if I'm the right place. Okay. Under the Jumia, so you see, let's say account. So these are the information that have been displayed under account. My account, my order, save items. It's not really making sense. But for users that want to like go to their account, first of all, I had to search for Jumia on my browser. Go to my account. For something that wants to save item, look for save item. Go to my account, see account settings, see orders, go to save items. I need to log in. Let me look for another. I'm not sure I have an account here. Let's use Amazon. Okay. Okay. So for your site map now, it's just like a blueprint of all the content you want displayed on your platform. So when you click on all, we see all the content here. You understand? But it's not really making sense. So you want to like help users to like go on a journey. For somebody that wants to like buy stuff, or somebody that wants to like browse an item, what journey will the person take? Do I have to like come here and search, find what I'm looking for? When I find what I'm looking for, I should be able to like add to carts and all that. Is that clear?
Okay, okay, okay. I understand now. Thank you.
Any other question?
No other question. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I think I'll share my screen again. Please, can you see my Fig Jam?
No, no.
Okay, James, I need to share again. Coach, you have a question?
Yes, so sorry. Sorry, it's
Go
coming
ahead.
late. Can you hear me? Can
Yes,
you
I
hear
can
me?
hear. I can hear you. Go ahead.
I want to ask, can we categorize navbar, like our navbar settings, like as a sort of information architecture when you
Yes.
come to a website? Okay.
So that's what I'm saying now. So for your navigation bar,
Yeah.
for all the content that you want to be displayed, for your navigation bar will have a home. Just give me a popular like a navigation bar that you're familiar with. Any application or
Mm-hmm.
do you have any in mind?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me. Go ahead.
At least I know
You said
Figma. I know
Figma.
Figma navbar. Mm.
Okay. Let's go to Figma. That means I need to stop sharing and share again. Sorry, give me a minute. Let me share my screen again. Can you see my screen now?
No, I'm seeing your screen, but not Figma website.
Can you see my Figma now?
Yes, it's coming. It's just come up.
So
Yeah,
now
that's FigJam.
it's the same thing. It's the same thing that you're going to find. So this is Figma. Let's go to Figma. This is Figma. Right. So this is FigJam. So under your home, these are the information that's be displayed. This is the home, right? So for somebody that wants to explore community, what journey will the person take to learn to community? What journey will the person take when he lands on the community? What is he looking for? How will he be able to like save what he's looking for and come out from that place? Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay. So so I don't know. I think we should just probably start with user flow, sorry, sitemap. But I don't know what platform. Anybody, any idea what platform that we can design their sitemap? Or any idea, maybe your personal project, or you want us to like play around? Just like a demo. Any volunteer?
Now, can we use the YouTube website? Hello, ma?
Can I hear me?
Yes, ma. Can we use the YouTube website, please?
Okay, YouTube. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, let's go to YouTube now.
Yeah.
Okay. I just hope to be able to finish today. Okay. So on the YouTube, we have the home, we have shorts, we have subscription. Let me confirm something. Okay, on the YouTube, we have, okay, let's see like this. I don't know, somebody can actually go to it. Dami, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Sorry, I think my network is escaped. Can you hear me and go to YouTube? Yeah. Okay, so I will just, Dami, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Are you on your YouTube now? Or
Yeah,
any
it's
other
uploading.
anybody? Okay. I just need like one person to help me so I don't have to go back and forth. Okay, Rashidat, you want to volunteer?
Yes, we have the home page.
Okay,
We have short.
hold on. Sorry. Are you there? Just confirm that you're there so I'll carry everybody along. Vincent, please mute your mic.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Okay, I just hope you don't get stuck. I'm not really familiar with YouTube, but let's go. So first thing first, we had to like create our key or legend. So we're going to sorry. So for people that submitted their tasks without the session 2, your work was looking a bit scattered. Please always make use of the session 2 so that we have a clearer picture of the task you're submitting. So see what I did? I came here and I picked my session 2. So I'm going to rename this sitemap. Sitemap. If we're not able to finish, we'll continue in the next class. So first thing first, we need to create our key so that when we're representing our element, so that people will be able to understand it. So the first thing we're going to take a rectangle tool here. I'm just going to, please, you can see my screen. Confirm that you can see my screen. Okay, somebody wanted us to use Spotify and Fidelity Bank. Don't worry, at your own free time, you can actually explore. Yeah? Please confirm that you can see my screen. Okay. All right, so we're going to be creating our legend. So I'm going to just go to write legend up here. So please, when you're submitting your task, in order for me to understand, help me with your legend or key. You can name it key so that when I'm reading, I'll see what you have done. I'll be able to understand it. So from primary page, since you're using YouTube, so primary page is the first page that you land, like the first page on your website or your app. So once you click on that primary page, like home now, every other thing that you see is secondary. When you let me go to YouTube. So this is our home. So this we are on our primary page here. So once you click on home, okay, we're already on our home. So once you click on shorts, when we click on shorts, be able to see this. So all these details here now, our section. Oh God. I sure will not use another this thing. So every other thing, everything that you see here, gonna be again. I'm not sure this YouTube will work. Videos are playing and it's quite distracting. Let's switch to subscription. Okay, so this is your primary page, subscription primary page, right? So once I click on any element here, for instance, let's click on this. So this is now my tertiary page. I've moved from my primary to my secondary. Is that clear? Please, I need a confirmation on the chat. It's clear. Please quickly write clear. I have a question. Okay, it's clear. If it's not clear, also indicate. I can go over it again. Okay, it's clear. All right, so go back to, so for our primary pages, Francis by faith. Okay, ECOM is not clear. I'll pick another site and use as example so that everybody will be on the same page. So I'm going to go back. I don't know which site to use now. Okay. Okay, so looking at this Amazon here, tell me, do you have any sites in mind that I can use as an example?
And we can use Behance.
Behance? Yeah, no, not that one. It's complicated. I want something like a normal site, a website. Not Jumia. Jumia is going to confuse. Not Netflix. Okay. I don't know. Let me check.
GTB Bank. GTB Bank.
Not GT Bank. I want something that is easy to understand. GT Bank. I don't have GT Bank on my web now. Okay.
Okay, we can use Pinterest.
Oh, not Pinterest. I'm just looking for a normal website. Something
But
that
can
is
you use Google instead? Google website.
all
Like
right.
Chrome.
I try Facebook too.
Please stop speaking. I'll just take you from this call. Please. You only when I ask you to unmute that you unmute. Please. Okay. Okay. So let's use Amazon. Just so that everybody on the same page. So Amazon, now we are currently on our home page. You understand? So this is an e-commerce site. So on the home page now, you'll be able to see different navigation. You have today's deal, you have customer service, you have registry, you have gift card, and you have sale. Currently, all these things, all these navigation are our primary page because they're on the primary page. The moment I click on this today's deal, and it takes me to a different page, I can now say I'm in the secondary page of today's deal, right? So when I pick an item on today's deal, for instance, let me just pick, let me just pick this. I can now say I've moved from the secondary page, I'm now in the tertiary page. Is that clear? If it's clear, indicate on the chart. Okay, if it's not clear, also indicate. I really want us to understand this information architecture because we're going to be doing a whole lot of tasks. Okay, it's very clear now. Okay. All right. All right, so we'll go back. Rashida, you're ready, right? So we'll just go with let's go with Amazon since YouTube is just playing video for me. I don't know why they're playing videos for me. Rashida, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, go to Amazon. Please make it fast here. If you can't get it, another person just indicate. Okay, let's just give her a minute. Are you ready? Okay, so we're going to, let's use blue. You can always use any color. So let's use this as our secondary page. So I'm going to duplicate this, Control D. I'm going to make the, oh, sorry, there's this primary page. What am I even saying? Primary page. So this should be our secondary page. So we're going to give it a different color or something lighter. So that whenever we use it, to know that, okay, this person is on the secondary page currently. Then we're going to have tertiary page. Actually, that's when you're ready, let me know.
I'm ready, ma. But I don't have Amazon account, so
let's use
it's
YouTube.
that I can sign in, and there's add to cart on the top of the site as well.
But let's use YouTube since we don't have enough time. So for the tertiary page, we can just make it white. Okay. So then we'll just add a stroke so that it's let's add a stroke so that it's to be visible. Then we're going to have content. You can always play around, but make sure that you are communicating the right information to me. So this, I'm going to make it, let's use green. Sorry, I'm playing around with a lot of colors. Okay, so we're going to make this one external link. So the external link is the moment you leave a website to a different place entirely. For instance, I gave a task on your LMS. The moment you click on that task and the thing took you out from your LMS, you are now on an external link. So most websites, most applications have external link, but it's not in all cases that you encounter external link. External link takes you out from that. For example, YouTube, now you can take it entirely to like Facebook. So you can actually like encounter content that actually take you out from the page. If you have any question, please ask. Okay, hold on. Let me be done with the legend first, so everybody will understand. Then we are going to have another thing. We are going to have. I don't know if it's necessary for what we are designing, but I'm going to just add it for people that. So we're going to have a search. Search bar. So anytime that you encounter a search bar, it should be represented with this. Then we're also going to have a we're going to also have a form. So this form requires you to log in for someone that wants to sign up. You might not really need them for this YouTube that we want to use, just for your own personal use. These are the things that a typical site should have. Okay, I think I will send the slides for today's class. Oh, not promising. So forms, okay, we have search here. Let's do this one as forms. In case you want to fill a form. So once you see a form element, you'll be able to like identify it. So So when you're designing, always name everything on your products or your website for people that have done their research. But all the content you want to be displaying, please represent it with a key or a legend, so I'll be able to like identify it when I'm navigating through your sitemap or your user flow chart. So form, I think we should just make form lighter. Let's use this. No, not really. Okay. Another thing we can have is multiple page. So multiple page is used for activities that require multiple for elements that require multiple activities. For instance, so if you want to fund your account and you don't really want to like walk me through that process, you can just represent it with multiple page for me. So multiple page, I'm going to make it, I'm going to change the color. Anyone that you don't understand, I can always go over it. I think I will just, okay. So I'm going to change the inside one. I'm going to make it, okay, not really. Let's add a stroke to it so that it will pop. Okay. Not feel. Okay, this is not really working. Okay. I don't know if this is doing the work though, but okay. So I can actually represent it like this, showing that this is a multiple page. So for flows that have, for content that have like multiple content attached, for someone that wants to fund this account, that's like a long process entirely. You can actually like represent it to the multiple flow on your sitemap, but on your user flow, you'll be able to show me how we're able to like log in, go to your homepage and also fund your account, etc. Depending on the product they are working on. You'll be able to identify the ones that are multiple pages. Then we are going to also have so I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to put it here. So I'm going to make this one sign up. So I'm going to change the color to this. Anytime you see this, you know that okay, somebody they want me to sign up. Then this, I'll change it to I've used a whole lot of colors here. I hope I'm communicating though. So there's this one as login. So now that I've created my legend, right? Also known as key, I can now start designing my sitemap. So before we continue, Ekon, we have a question. You can unmute your
Yes, I do. Ed, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, okay. I I I was logged out several times, so I think I missed a little, not a little, maybe quite a bit. I don't understand this. I just need a little explanation on these buttons you're creating. I thought some of these buttons fall under the primary and secondary pages, or are you just creating them so that you can distribute them to where they're supposed to be? I missed this part
Okay. So
where
when
we logged in.
I was teaching earlier, I said something about for every map, there is a key. For every site map, there is what we call legend or key. So this will help me and to help your stakeholders to identify which one is a primary page and which one is a secondary page, and which one is tertiary page, external link, search bar, form, sign up, and login. So when I see it on a map, you know, it's a map. No? When I see it on a map, I should be able to like identify it. Okay, this is a primary page. If you don't understand what I mean by a primary page, I can walk you over it again. Do you understand what I mean by a primary page?
I don't understand.
Okay. Okay, now. So I'm going to So this is our Amazon homepage, right? Under the homepage, we have different navigation. We have today's deal, which is our primary page, which is on the primary page, sorry. We have customer service, which is on the primary page. We have registry, which is on the primary page. We have gift card and sell. The moment I click on this today's deal, I've left the primary page now. I'm only seeing things related to what's today's deal. So I can now say I'm on the secondary page. The moment I click on an item on this secondary page, I've left the secondary, I'm on the tertiary page now, right? Is that clear?
Yes, I understand.
Okay. So the moment I click on a link and it takes me out of Amazon completely, I can now say that it's an external link. You understand? So for this multiple page, I represented it with like two shapes to show that in case you're doing your site map and there's something that require like a multiple process, like checkout, you can just represent the checkout in multiple pages to show that there's more to this. There's more to checkout. From checkout, I should be able to like delete, top up the item, and also make payments. So since it's a map, you can just like represent it like this, but on your flow, you should be able to like show me a flow of how user wants to like get an item and also like add it to their cart and also check out. Is that clear, Ekon?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. Okay, I think that will be all the questions for now. So now that we have our legend, because we are working with YouTube, we might not use all of this. I'm just for somebody that's working on a bigger project. So we might not really need all of this. Right? So Rashida, if you're ready, let me know. If she's not here, I will just proceed. Anyway, that will stop. We'll continue in our next class. Yeah. So we have I don't know, where did she go to? Dami, if you're here, help me out. Or any, let's use YouTube. Okay. Rashida, let's use YouTube. Okay, so on the YouTube, we have our home page. So I'm going to take this. Oh my God. Sorry. Control this. I'm going to take these. I'm going to, let's create more room. So we have a home page. Which is a secondary page. So for every shape that you put on your fig jam, you notice an arrow surrounding it. So this arrow will help you to put your content properly. So on the home page, what are the things that we have?
Ma, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Let me just take out it. So on the home page, what do we have? Let me just work with Amazon so that I will not waste time. So on the home page, we have today's deal, customer service. So on the home page, we have home. Sorry, let's use YouTube. I'm having a problem deciding. We have home, we have shorts, we have subscription, we have you. Because I want this class to be very interactive. Then we have subscription. Subscription. I'm spelling this wrongly. Then we have we have short, we have suspicion, and we have you. Actually, I can see your hand. You have a question. If you have a question, you can ask. Then we have you. Dami. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Please indicate that you can hear me. Am I still on this call?
We can hear you.
I hear you.
All right. So this is for YouTube. So let's just do this as YouTube. So when you land on YouTube, you get your home. You also get shorts. You also get subscription, and you also get you. I think that's what they called it. You. Thank you. Let's confirm. Yeah. So on the home page, you'll be able to see search, be able to see latest, be able to see shorts, and be able to see okay, let me just take it small. So under the home, so now on the home, we are going to look for what used to represent our so I'll just take this so I'll work fast, copy it, paste it here. Not working. If you have any question, let me know. Under the home, we have latest. We also have, under the latest, we have, under the home, we have, we have
Shorts.
shorts. Thank you so much. Shorts. Right. Then under the latest, we have content. So I'll just copy this. Content like with space to replace it. We have content like yes, I know we're helping matter. We just have let me just say videos. Let's just leave it as videos for now. We have videos. Right? So I'm going to
We have breaking news.
okay, under the content, right?
No, under all.
Okay, under all. So who is speaking?
Moji.
Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I'll just leave it like this for now. I think we're behind. Just expand this a little. If time will not permit, we'll do this in the next class properly. Everybody be on the same page. Under shorts, Moji, what do we have? What do we have?
They're just videos, short videos.
Okay, let me see different videos. I'm not really comfortable with this YouTube. Maybe in the next class we'll do something different. Ecom, I have a question.
Sorry, it's not a question. I was saying instead of different videos on YouTube, I think the videos are mostly your interest, the things you search for. So I don't know what they call that, or whether you call it interest.
Let's just leave it as interest. So far we understand what we are doing for now. So we have under the content. So I feel like each of them will have a tertiary page, right?
Yes.
Under subscription, we have different subscription for me, like that and like that. I'm not really comfortable with this YouTube that we are using.
Yeah, subscription as latest, shorts.
Under you, we have your channel, history, and all that. Under home, we have shorts. What am I seeing? Okay, under you, we have your channel.
Under subscription.
Okay, under subscription, yes, just my interest, different things. Then we have explore.
latest.
We also have explore. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
You can see my YouTube, right?
Yes.
So under the you, we have different content, which is your channel, history, playlist, your video, watch later, liked video. Under subscription, so these are secondary content under your primary page, the subscription page. So we'll just stop here for today. In the next class, we'll pick a better application and work with. We're already like, time is not on our side again. But I would like every one of us to try their hands on different applications and see if they can come up with information architecture of that application or the project they are working on. So we can actually look at it together in the next class where we design our sitemap again and our user flow chart.
Okay.
Sorry. So any other question before we call it a night? So in the absence of no other question.
Sir, Ma, please,
sorry, hold on.
Presentation, is this going to be shared on the YouTube channel?
Sorry, hold on. So we'll be stopping here for tonight. I'll take every other question after. So we'll be looking at how to create sitemap in our next class and user flow chart before we move to the next topic. Today we're a bit slow. So see you guys on Wednesday.
Hello, Ma.